Good Monday morning, everyone. Time for a Monday motivational thought from Stepdad. Last week we started our first session of boot camp, and the topic we went over was chores, having a schedule to do your household tasks. So if you're in boot camp, remember, I want you to send me an email letting me know how you're doing and make sure you're following your schedule that we set up. For the rest of you, you can download the Stepdad Chores Chart at mystepdad.org/chores. And I encourage you to do that. I want to share with you a lesson I learned as I was growing up. My mom was raised in a very small farming community. I mean, the population was like 500 people. And we would go visit once in a while. In the summer, sometimes we'd spend a week or two, or the kids would, or I would. And one time I was there, and Grandma expected us to work. She was a farmer's wife. I mean, they worked all the time, and that was a way of life for her. Well, she expected that of us too. One of my jobs was to mow her lawn. I didn't want to mow her lawn. I'd rather go fishing or watch TV. Back then, they only had like 3 channels that you could get. Grandma told me I had to mow the lawn before I could go fishing. I didn't want to do it. It was not a self-propelled mower. I mean, it had the engine and the blade spun. It wasn't an old manual push mower. But I didn't want to do it. And I avoided it, and I drug my feet about it, and I moaned and moped around, and finally I went out to do it. And I got the mower out of the shed, started it up, and I'm pushing the mower. Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do this? Well, my cousin's family lived in that small town, and he was a couple years older than me, and he came over while I'm mowing the lawn, and gave me an excuse to shut the mower off and talk to him for a second. And he says, "What's wrong with you?" Because he could see that I wasn't happy. And I said, "Oh, Grandma's making me mow the lawn." And he said, "What's so hard about that?" And he grabbed the mower, started it up, and he just mowed around the lawn like he didn't mind doing it. So he did 2/3 of it in like 10 minutes. It wasn't a huge lawn. Finally, the light hit me when I sat there watching him. I realized that I had spent more effort and energy trying to avoid the work that Grandma told me to do than it would have taken me to do the work itself if I had just gone and done it when she first told me to do it. That was an epiphany for me at that point in my life. And I was I don't know, 13, 14, 15 years old. And I realized that I had actually spent more energy trying to avoid the work than the work would have actually taken. I could have been done so much earlier in the day if I had done that. So, are you doing that? Are you spending more time avoiding the work than it would take to actually do the work? And the energy too. If you quit trying to avoid the work that you know you should do it first, then you've got more time for fun after the work is done. I think I made a rhyme there. Fun is more fun when the work is done. So don't spend more energy trying to avoid the work. Do the work and then enjoy the rest of your day after the work is done. Some Monday morning motivation from Stepdad, and I'll see you on the next video.